It looked like it's happening. Angel Reese is asking out of Chicago already.
Angel Reese officially puts the Chicago Sky on notice. We're not doing the same thing this offseason that we did last offseason. Stop bringing me bums to play.
Angel Reese just told the Chicago Tribune she refuses to settle for another season like this one and wants the Sky to surround her with elite talent. Bold statement, right? Here's the problem. She currently leads the league in turnovers despite missing several weeks, struggles to finish at the rim, and just earned herself a suspension. Reese may be pointing fingers at her teammates, but it's starting to look like she might be the one Chicago needs to part ways with. Could Angel Reese actually be the biggest illusion in WNBA history? One thing's for sure, she's no Caitlin Clark. Drop your thoughts below. Are you rocking with Clark, the baby goat, or Reese, the baby giraffe?
Bringing me these players. I want the best of the best. I want the upper echelon.
Angel Reese is fed up. She's tired of the losing. She's tired of being the gum on the bottom of the shoe of the league. She is fed up with the Chicago Sky, and it looks like Angel Reese wants out. It looks like she...
Imagine calling for your teammates to be replaced, only to end up as the player your own franchise might be ready to cut loose. That's exactly the corner Angel Reese backed herself into with her Chicago Tribune interview. She didn't sugarcoat a thing, flat out declaring she wasn't settling for another season like this and insisting that Chicago bring in good players and great players if she's going to stick around. But instead of sounding like a true franchise cornerstone willing to grow alongside her team, Reese came off more like a diva eager to gut her roster on the record.
Angel Reese had to say, I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. Oh boy. Reese told the Tribune, we have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best because we can't settle for what we have this year. Overhaul this roster.
The fallout from that interview didn't just ruffle feathers. It reportedly lit a fire under both teammates and veterans across the league. Things got so tense that Chicago had to organize a full locker room sit-down just to smooth things over. That's not the mark of a healthy team. That's damage control. Think about it. When you've barely proven yourself in the league and suddenly half the roster needs a meeting because of your mouth, that's not leadership. That's dysfunction.
Stated multiple lead sources told Front Office Sports that the entire team has seen Angel Reese comments that teammates are unhappy with the direct attacks. A team meeting is planned at which players are expected to address Reese directly.
Of all Reese's remarks, the most brutal swipe was aimed at Courtney Vandersloot. Despite Vandersloot missing the season with an ACL injury, Reese casually brushed her aside, hinting she was too old to be part of the Sky's present or future. That jab cut deep because Vandersloot isn't just another player. She's a championship-winning floor general and one of the greatest point guards the league has ever seen. Tossing her aside so carelessly didn't just disrespect Vandersloot. It sent a message to every veteran in the WNBA that Reese has no regard for those who've built the league she's still struggling to find her footing in.
Can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, two-time WNBA champion, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. Oh, damn. It's all right, Courtney.
And here's where the irony really hits. Chicago's front office had already bent over backwards to build around Reese. Let's not forget, they gave up Sonia Citron, who's not only in the Rookie of the Year race but already stamped herself as an all-star in year one, just to bring in Ariel Atkins. That was the supposed win-now move, the exact kind of established talent Reese claimed she needed. But instead of showing gratitude, she acted like the roster and staff were never good enough. You can't call out the front office for not trying when they sacrificed a potential franchise cornerstone to cater to you.
is looking spooky in Chicago. Instead, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Berman or Haley Van Lith are capable of leading them to the leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. We are aware of it, Marsh stated. We are addressing.
It would have been bad enough if Reese had limited her shots to the veterans, but she didn't stop there. Even younger teammates like Haley Van Lith weren't spared, with Reese implying the entire roster was either too old, too average, or too soft. The result? Veterans felt disrespected, younger players felt brushed aside, and the one thing uniting the locker room wasn't leadership. It was frustration aimed directly at her. Reese wanted a rallying cry, but instead, she became the rallying point for resentment.
We need great players, and I don't know what that will attract that. Maybe the practice facility will attract that. We'll see. But I think the priority is being able to convince free agents that this is an organization that is going in the right direction. I think, honestly, it would be a leap of faith for a great player to come here and show that this is something that they want to be a part of, and we can bring that championship mentality. A leap of faith to think that a great player would want to come to Chicago. Oh.
And when you stack her on-court impact against the drama off it, it's easy to see why this whole power play collapsed. If you're going to put yourself above the roster, you'd better deliver like a superstar. Instead, Reese became the one out of sync, the piece that didn't fit in the very system she wanted to reshape. The harsh reality? The vision she pushed may have only highlighted a truth Chicago didn't want to face. Their biggest problem might not be the teammates she criticized, but Reese herself. And here's the kicker. While she kept demanding upgrades and elite players, she struggled with one of the most basic responsibilities in the game: simply holding onto the ball.
Her fault, her teammates stink. They gotta catch that, right? Right! Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby, put down the butter. Butter pecan! Bang! This time of the year is the best. You got pumpkin spice football and Angel Reese layups. Bang! Final play of the game, Angel Reese clutch gene. Womp, womp, womp. That's my Barbie.
What if the very player demanding a roster overhaul was actually the one holding her team back? That's exactly the situation with Angel Reese. On paper, her stats, 14 to 15 points per game and double-digit rebounds, look impressive. But a closer look tells a different story. Despite missing weeks with injury, she leads the entire WNBA in turnovers. Pause and let that sink in. Fewer minutes, fewer games, yet more giveaways than anyone else in the league. That's not dominance. That's careless basketball.
20% of the time, Angel Reese gets her shot blocked inside of 9 feet. And 100% of the time, she's doggy doo-doo. Burn! Give it to the lady in orange. Uh-oh, you're out. Simon didn't say. 101 turnovers in 26 games for our 2K cover. She's a stat stuffer. Bang! At least she always brings the boom. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Turnovers can happen when a player tries to force the action. But with Reese, it wasn't just aggression. It was impatience, poor decision-making, and an inability to maintain control under pressure. Her problems didn't stop there. Discipline became another glaring issue, as she racked up technical fouls at an alarming rate. You don't want your supposed franchise cornerstone constantly arguing with referees, losing composure, and giving away easy points with unnecessary whistles. Yet Reese reached that disciplinary tipping point faster than anyone should, collecting her 8th technical foul of the season, an automatic one-game suspension under league rules.